The Queen of Granada, by M. Riff. Chapter 127, The Shower. Rita turned to look down the hallway leading to the VW bus. Tobar stood there, scratching his neck, appearing drowsy and unsteady. His face had abrasions, and his clothes were covered in blood and mud. Rosen approached him, sniffed his mouth and said, "He's the one who emptied the vodka bottle." Turning to Rita, she added, "You were right. It looks like he rolled down the side of the mountain but somehow managed to climb back up. He got into the VW bus, emptied the vodka and fell asleep." Suddenly Tobar fell backwards like a log and hit the worn wooden floor so hard as if he wanted to break through. Rita recalled a similar incident when she visited her aunt in Copenhagen and witnessed a royal guard collapsing. Her aunt had explained that it happened because the guard had stood still for too long, causing poor blood circulation to his brain. Rita couldn't help but wonder why they didn't replace the guards with statues to prevent such accidents. Rosen, standing with the full bucket in hand, dropped it to grab Tobar, but to no avail. Water spilled all over the floor, and Rita rushed to get the floor mat. She was halfway through mopping the floor when Rosen said, "You better give me a hand dragging him under the shower." Tobar lay beneath the shower, the water cascading over him, gradually rousing him from his daze. As Rosen helped him remove his shirt, she inquired, "Where's the Land Rover?" Tobar mumbled softly, "What do you mean? Isn't it parked out front?" Rosen shook his head, looked at Rita and explained, "This is what a real concussion is like. He's disoriented and has lost his memory. Also, he's downed a whole bottle of vodka. But it's not his first time. He's been on the same trips a few times before. He'll get over it. It'll take a few days." Rita's aunt had previously enlightened her about how the brain loses neurons with each head injury and excessive drinking. Over time, this can lead to a shortage of brain cells and end up as dementia. On the other hand, if Tobar continued his streak of bad luck, he might not get old enough to develop dementia at all. Rita left Rosen and Tobar in the shower and retreated to the VW bus. The vodka smell had disappeared, and the van did not need urgent cleaning. She snuggled under the covers but couldn't fall asleep. She turned and turned in the bed. At last, she sat up in bed, reached out and drew aside the curtain. The rain had stopped, and the dark, empty street lay before her. She got to thinking, what then when the energy crisis was over? Then they would turn the streetlights back on again, potentially disturbing her sleep. A strange idea popped into her head. She could pitch a tent inside the van, above her bed. She thought of the small tent that she had down in the basement back in Denmark, which also had a mosquito net, if needed. It started to rain again. The drops hit the roof of the van, from different directions, as the changing wind dictated, which reminded the rhythm of a playful circus clown's drum. Finally, Rita fell asleep.